The 5A players and coaches. First of all, the non-starters for the designated visiting team, the Lehi Pioneers. Number 3, Katie Wilcox. Number 13, Izzy Meese. Number 14, Hallie Payne. Number 17, Kanani Hunga. Number 18, Maddie Stradling. Number 19, Carly Stiltson. Number 20, Harmony Shoda. And number 31, Grace Fumes. And now the starting lineup for Lehi. Leading off and playing center field, number 4, Madison Salisbury. Batting second is the second baseman, number 7, Sophie Bliss. Batting third is the first baseman, number 32, Jameson Heaton. Batting fourth is the shortstop, number 15, Macy Wall. Batting fifth is the designated player, number 10, Kennedy Beck. Batting sixth is the left fielder, number 11, Brooklyn Wiltbank. Batting seventh is the third baseman, number 2, Lehi Carter. Batting eighth is the right fielder, number 6, Paige Nielsen. Batting ninth is the pitcher, number 5, Emerson Fuller.
All right, welcome out to 5A finals here. Lehi Pioneers taking on Spanish Fork Dons live from the Cougar Stadium softball field. I'm here, Randy Griffin, here with KSL Sports, joined by
Rulon Gardner.
2000 Olympic gold medalist. They're doing the announcements here. What do you think, Rulon?
This is going to be a fun game. Spanish Fork pitching, I think, is going to be one of the key points. So this is going to be an exciting game. Two real good quality teams. A lot of storied history between the two of them, and great competition. It's going to be exciting to watch.
Yeah, you bring up pitching for Spanish Fork. I mean, I think it starts and stops right there with Avery Sapp. Unbelievable players. Last year Spanish Fork rolled to the tournament, ended up winning the state championship. This year, in the last 3 games, haven't given up 1 run. Tall task for the Pioneers. I think they got it in them.
Well, that's what you see is, the being in a competition, you start off strong, but if you can get to the pitcher, anything's possible. Just one hit, one error, one mistake, one opportunity. You open up a window, and you see so many of these great teams. You show the weakness in their armor, and then all of a sudden, before you know it, opportunity presents itself. Same as last year. Doing the 4A softball state championships, I got to see that last year. It was such a fun episode. Bear River came back to win the state title and knock off Tooele, and it's the same thing. That pitching was great, but the challenge can be up to Lehi. Make something happen. Spanish Fork, they just want to kind of keep rolling like they've been doing all year.
It's funny you mentioned mistakes. I was over at the baseball game over there at UVU watching the Pioneers Lehi boys team take on Bountiful. Bountiful was rolling. Their pitching was looking good. Lehi couldn't get anything going. Bottom of the 6th inning, there's already 1 out. The kid up to bat pops an easy foul ball for the catcher and pitcher, and they kind of hit into each other in foul territory, but should have been an easy out. Drops the ball, kid gets another chance, gets a base hit, steals second. Another hit scores him. So like you say, it doesn't take much. A little error. See if they can capitalize on that,
Yeah, those extra at bats, those extra attempts at a hit, they change everything. And so I think if you look back many years ago, Kurt Gibson, hitting the home run for the Dodgers, that was what it was all about.
I thought you were going to bring up you and the Russian, Rulon, about how you had no chance and he, and you got him.
Well, my match was kind of one of those things, but seeing a kid grow up and watching Kurt Gibson hit that home run. I just remember thinking, oh, man, there's no chance. He's hurt, he's this, he's that. There's no way he can compete with, the pitching at, the Oakland Athletics.
Right,
Idaho boy. And he just kept after.
Who was the Idaho boy, Eckersley?
Yep.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, his grandma was from Idaho Falls.
Look at you, man.
I guess useless facts no need to be talked about. But you know what? That's athletics. Everything looks good on paper until you actually show up.
That's why they play the game, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's why we're here. Lehi, number 7 seed, all the way into the championship game against the number 1 seed Spanish Fork Dons.
And I think in the situation, as I was, when I won the Olympics, you have no pressure on you. You're not having, you have zero expectation to be in the game.
So you think there's more pressure on Spanish Fork right now to win this game, or?
Oh, I definitely feel there's more pressure. Lehi's like, hey, let's just go play. You know what? Worst case scenario, we took second at state. So this is all about, just showing up, when the opportunity presents itself. And right now, Lehi should be aggressive every opportunity they can. Put the pressure to try to. You got to go after the champ. You can't wait for the champ to become the champ by controlling the game. You have to, go out there and just let them know that you're not just going to simply fade away. You're gonna, you're gonna put it to them, and maybe they're not prepared for the game that, Lehi is going to bring.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think Lehi's got the offensive firepower for sure. Jamison Heaton, Macy Wall, Kennedy Beck, and what about the freshman Sophie Bliss yesterday? I mean, down by two in their last chance, and she hits a 3-run homer to send the game against Springville. I mean, come on now. Let's talk about going out and getting it like you said. Yeah, I mean, unbelievable hit from the freshman, Sophie Bliss. And we'll see her bat in second here for the Pioneers, but I think that's a little bit of momentum they've got.
Oh, yeah. And that's what you look at is, the chance to go out and compete. And I think if you look across the board, Spanish Fork, they're just sitting here saying we're going to go out there and play the same game we play, game in, game out. So this is going to be an interesting battle. It's nice to be able to see the teams line up and, team captains. Officials saying, this is what we worked all season for, all the off season, all the hard workouts all the time. Out in the field, preparation, the weight room, doing all those skill drills to get the opportunity to compete.
Then we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Yeah, that's what you told me. They better be.
All right, welcome back here to Provo, Utah. Rulon Gardner with me, Randy Griffin, your host here for this 5A, 6A state softball playoff. Let's go, Rulon. Excited to be here with you, man.
Let's get this thing up and going. Spanish Fork, they kind of look opposing. Having a chance to see some of those Olympic softball players. I had a chance to get to know Jamie Finch, Lisa Fernandez back in the day.
Oh, come on now. You're just throwing out names now from the Olympics. Come on now. That ain't fair.
Well, you walk up, you see Jamie, she's like 6'4", and it's like, that is an opposing pitcher. She could get that ball in there. And Lisa Fernandez was just kind of like a bulldog.
She's a legend, huh?
Oh, but it's just all of them. And, that's just what Team USA is. And you kind of see that. I think, maybe Lehi is looking across that field being like, man, that's a mountain of a pitcher to be able to hit on. But you know what? That's why we play the game, just to love the battle of competition.
Absolutely. Beautiful day here. I saw Macy Wall, second to goal, the shortstop for the Pioneers, and I said, how you feeling, Macy? She says, I'm hot. It's hot out there, Rulon. I haven't had this type of temperature. I thought she'd say excited or something. All she could muster up was she's hot. I just told her to make sure she keeps her wheels about her. She had a key hit yesterday and stole second base and got the go-ahead run there after Sophie Bliss blasted that 3-run homer.
And as a coach, that's why hydration management and heat management is so important.
I'm excited to see Avery Sapp there in the circle for the Dons. Hard-throwing right-hander. First one across there for a strike. Delivered to Madison Salisbury, the center fielder.
First pitch, first strike.
Second one in there. Ball one. Yeah, Salisbury had a key hit, get on base yesterday too when they were down and out, and she rallied and got a little inside there fastball. Avery Sapp dealing.
Yeah, that arm speed. You look at that torque on that shoulder. Ooh, that ball comes in there burning.
Sheesh. I don't think I dare stand in there. No way. 2 balls and a strike to the left-handed hitter. Salisbury chops one down the third base line. It's a fat little half swing there with that power that Sapp brings it with. A little touch of the bat, that ball will go a long ways.
That was a nice little slap. If she could have got another 15 feet in, that would have been a nice little poke. You just want to be able to get the ball in play to get on base.
Yes, sir. 2 balls, 2 strikes. See if she comes with something a little nasty right here, something down and in, a little curve ball. A little rise ball there. Off speed, got Salisbury out in front, so good battle here between the two. How important is it, Rulon, after you're facing a dominant pitcher like Saps, to get your leadoff hitter to see a bunch of pitches? Not just to get on base, but to actually see some pitches and kind of get in the head of the pitcher a little bit.
Well, I think it's, for Lehi, they're watching. That's the last 2 pitches she's made contact.
Fastball, shoosh. Salisbury couldn't keep up with it for the first out of the inning.
And that's the guessing game. It's fastball. Is it a sinker? What kind of curveball? What kind of ball is it going to be that you're trying to just put the bat on ball?
She had 2 errors.
And that's what a lot of times hitters, they start over guessing themselves instead of just playing the ball the way it comes in.
Second batter, Sophie Bliss, the hero from last night, takes that first one. Fastball from Sapp for a strike.
Yeah, that's a great, nice little first pitch. Nothing like getting ahead in the count, too. Being ahead 1 strike kind of gives you a command and being able to play with 4 balls.
Second pitch looks good. It is good. Strike 2.
That's kind of right out over the meat of the plate.
That looked pretty good.
Yeah. It's hard to take that pitch and not at least try to put on him. 0-2. Ooh, off speed. That was a nasty.
2 up, 2 down, 2 strikeouts.
No,
Did she foul it?
I must have, foul tip.
Sorry.
I didn't think she touched that. I didn't look like it was, but.
Well, even, here we go. There you go. Couldn't catch up to that one. So, is she getting another chance? Maybe it's a legal pitch, huh? What is? So she's still in there. Must be.
He's calling it 2-2.
I'm confused what's going on here. Saps tries to. Sophie Bliss powers one into left field. Left fielder treat. A little too high there. Got it up there in the wind.
You look at that wind coming in. Thing was at the little bit, but you know what? You put something, you're moving back a little bit. Makes you think, it's just that momentum, that confidence, that opportunity.
Ellie Olsen out there and left. That breeze is coming right in. See that flag coming right at us. You got to really hit one hard off the sap. Get one out of here. So 2 outs. Base pass cleared for Jamison Heaton, the hard-hitting right-handed senior for Lehi. This is how you want to face her if you're a Spanish Fort Don, with no one on base, because she's been the best hitter for Lehi all year. First pitch in there for a strike. Catcher can't catch it. It's coming there with such authority.
Thing was moving. Sheesh. Being in perspective up here, away from the ball, not being as close, but man, you get down there, that thing comes zipping in there, and it's intimidating to step in that box.
Off speed, looks good, a little low. Ball 1.
It's funny if you watch the mannerisms of the pitcher, frustration. I wanted that pitch. That's mine.
Fouled right back at us. Good shot there from our producer Neil. Cameraman Colby Royster and Dawson Yeager on the cameras out there. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Oh, what a beautiful field right next to Lavelle Edwards Stadium here in beautiful Provo, Utah. Nice breeze.
Ooh, got him with the rise ball there. It looked like it was coming right in the middle. Another illegal pitch. It looks like they're giving another shot. Give her a ball, so 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Hard to know what the call is.
I think they're calling an illegal pitch. He's coming off the rubber a little too quick. A little change up. Grounded to the shortstop. Comes up, fires it across the diamond for the 3rd out of the inning. Good play out there. It's Jade Romero, and we'll see her first leading off the inning. Well, Lehi put the bat on it a couple times, just couldn't quite get anything happening.
I think if you think about it, there was a few overpowering, fastballs, but putting the bat on ball and giving yourself a chance to start to catch up to the speed.
Yep, we'll take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
No runs on no hits, no errors, and no one left on base.
Now, this one here, this one is plant-based. That means it's safe for you, your kids, your pets. Sometimes on a hot day like this, I'll go ahead and miss myself. Yeah, cool right down. I'll have a drink if I'm thirsty. Perfectly safe. Now this one, this is my own special cocktail. It's specifically designed to kill witters, but it'll kill just about anything it comes into contact with. And I mean anything.
What about our dogs?
Oh yeah, killed a lot of dogs over the years.
Which one's cheaper?
Having a hard time making decisions? Well, when it comes to buying insurance, come to JRI, where we'll find you the right company at the best rate.
Jade Romero.
Welcome back. We're going to the bottom of the first. Spanish Fork getting their opportunity.
Leading off for the Spanish Fork Dons, the shortstop, Jade Romero. You know what? I think it's going to come down to a 1-0, 2-0 type of game here. If you're Lehi, you got to keep them close. You got to keep the Dons off the base pass and just hope for a low-scoring game and try to get something.
Yeah, that's exactly what you want to do. You got to match pitch for pitch, and you got to be able to keep the ball down, knock it down, and just get those easy outs.
Absolutely.
Such a great view.
Little changeup, 2 changeups in a row delivered in from the pitcher, Emerson Fuller from the Pioneers, trying to maybe keep the Dons guessing a little bit. Doesn't want to bring the heat quite yet. She's saving the heat.
You start off with 2 changeups. It makes you predictable when you're getting down 2-0.
Here comes a fastball. It's fisted out into center field. Drops in front of the charging Madison Salisbury out there. So Spanish Fork doing exactly what they needed to do. Get the first 3 batters, 1, 2, 3, come out and get your leadoff hitter on board.
Yep, nice little tap, just putting the ball in play and right over the head.
So Romero on first, brings up the second baseman, Tatum Hall. So Hall, a left-handed hitter, squares up, tries to bunt, pulls back in time for a ball 1. Fuller there sees the bunt and tries. When you're a pitcher, you want to get that ball up a little higher to bunt it so they can pop them up, and she just got a little high out of the zone there. Checks her wrist for the pitch, defensive alignment here, brings one in, no bunt. Runner acts like she's going, she doesn't. Fuller throws in a ball 2. See how Lehi handles the pressure here now, knowing that they've got to keep runners from coming across that home plate with Sapp in the circle. Good pitch there. That's where you want that, Paul.
You get to second base, put your runner in scoring position. You want to keep them, not on the bases ultimately, but if you're on first base, you got to keep them corralled and don't let them try to proceed on, because pass ball, some type of mistake, gives them opportunity to come around.
2-1 delivery outside and high, ball 3, 3-1. Hitters count right here. Let's see what Spanish Fork coach selects to do. Tries to put on the hit and run, get something moving a little bit, or if she stays with the bunt here for number 9, Tatum Hall, the second baseman. I kind of like a hit and run right here with 3-1. Good hitter up the bat, some speed on first base, get a little motion going. Runner takes off, bunt, stays with the bunt. Good play from the third baseman, flips it over to Bliss. Bliss covers, so good job by Spanish Fork getting ahead of the count. Working down that perfectly executed bunt for the sacrifice for Tatum Hill. Tatum Hall, my bad.
Yeah, smart. That's very smart play. Just putting the ball in play, allowing your runner to proceed on to second base. Great execution from Spanish Fork.
So Peyton Hall, the all-time career home run leader in the state of Utah, up to bat, on the third baseman. 20 home runs this year. Gets that one up. Could it be? Let's go! Off the fence. They did not call it a home run. Good play from the left fielder out there, Brooklyn Whitbank, to get that ball in. I thought that was going out.
Looks like it hit right on the top of the fence and came right back in.
Sheesh. She almost got 21 right when I was talking.
Matter of inches right there.
Let's go to replay. Neil's got us a replay, he says. Let's see what that happened with that ball. See if we can get a quick replay in there while Avery Sapp, the pitcher, comes up.
Comes the pitch.
He's out there. Off the fence. So Avery Sapp's going to get a single that's going to hold up the runner at third base. Good job from Lehi. Man, Spanish Fork is just coming out and hitting.
Yeah, that's where that's where the hitters, they're an advantage. The very first pitcher, or very first hitter, being ahead 2-0, 2-0 count. You're just kind of sitting back, and Spanish Fork right now is being very patient.
So we got a courtesy runner, number 12, heading in for the Dons.
Courtesy runner, number 12, Shelby Shepard.
Shelby Shepard heading out there.
This is where you don't want to be if you're Lehi.
Hey, just one good pitch away from getting out of the inning, though. See if they get a hard ground ball right at Macy Wall. Get a double play and get out of the inning here with Ashlyn Losey, the catcher, come up to bat. A little strikeout here, something for Lehi. Good pitch. Runner does not elect to go. Ball one.
You're talking about the depth and just how good Spanish Fork is. You can't pitch around a good hitter because you pick your poison. If you get one pitcher on, you get one hitter on, move on to the next one.
Runner takes off. Bat is hit into center field. Under it, tagging up from third. She should score easily. Cutting off by Heaton in the circle there. Get him on, get him around, get him in. That's what Spanish Fork is doing right now. Good job of hitting there from Losey. It's a sacrifice fly to the center fielder for the second out of the inning.
Great execution. It was a beautiful, nice little pop-up.
He's up the designated player, Allure Archuleta. Archuleta steps in, fastball fouled straight back into the net there for the first strike. So 2 runs with Sapp in the circle. That seems like it's insurmountable, but Lehi's got to get some composure here and just keep that run to 2. Keep that run to 2 right now.
Scoreboard caught up.
Change up, good pitch. Changed her, got her leaning out there on that front foot there. Good pitch from Fuller. So now she's got all sorts of options with the 0-2 count. She can come back hard, give her a rise ball. Nothing in the zone here, I wouldn't think. You want to get her teeing off here from Archuleta. Takes the pitch, wings it in there, outside, good pitch, good 0-2 pitch. Had one to burn. So Sapp, Romero got to start it off with the first pitch single. Peyton Hall doubled off the fence. Should have been, it looked like a home run. And Sapp with the single here to do all the damage here. Curveballs. Flies it lazily to Macy Wall. Turns the shoulder. Makes the grab for the third out of the inning. Whoosh.
That is key hitting, great hitting, good composure, but Lehi able to get out of the inning with only giving up 2 runs. So opportunity here for Lehi to now try to get to the pitching of Spanish Fork, and that's their ace in the hole, and that's going to be the big challenge for them in this early innings, because if you can't get to her until late, it may be too late before you have your opportunity to show that the pitcher is getting maybe a little bit exhausted. And you look at the pitch count, first inning, not knowing exactly where the pitch count was, doing a great job trying to extend those, get that arm to be a little bit tighter.
Hey, I'll tell you what, pitch count in softball doesn't mean anything. Old Sapp, she can go for days, Rulon.
The Russian could too, but.
Hey, the Russian ran into a buzzsaw. Woof! Look at that. Even that warm-up just gets me happy to be here.
Oh. One sound in the stadium, and it's the sound of that ball hitting the catcher's
mitt
head.
Just popping.
Number 15, Macy Wall.
All right, so the Pioneers went down in order 1, 2, 3. Brings up their 4th hitter, Macy Wall, the shortstop. Tell you what, if Macy gets on base, she's one of the fastest players in the state here, so she can wreak some havoc on the base pass. Just got to get her on. One of the best hitters for the Pioneers this year, senior. Steps in there, wipes that chalk off there. She likes to. First pitch from Sapp, fastball, foul ball, good cut there from Wall.
Just a little bit ahead.
It's hard to say that someone can actually be ahead on a count on a pitch from her.
You got to kind of be aggressive.
Wings another fastball in there, a little outside of the zone. Wall whiffed at it there.
That was a little bit overpowering on that pitch. Ooh.
0-2. Nobody on, nobody out. Comes the payoff pitch. Rised it in on the hands there. Wall did a good job by just getting her back caught up to that one.
You think about being a hitter, you know, you're walking in thinking, man, I got to be super aggressive, and it puts that little bit extra, you know, pressure on you, and sometimes you just can't perform in those situations, just too much anxiety.
A little high changeup, it looked like. Changed the eye level there on Wall.
Trying to get her to chase that right out of the zone.
1 ball, 2 strikes, still set ahead of the count here from Sapp as she looks in. Looks to fire a fastball down the middle. Wall spanks it right out to center. Center fielder misplayed it. Stepped in. Wall's looking for a triple. Holding her up at second there. Good job from Wall. She's fired up out there on second base. Let's go, she says. Gets the Pioneer faithful out here. All sorts of excited. Good job from Wall. Lead off double, just what you need if you're a Pioneer fan.
Oh, nice little power, just sticking with the ball, and a little bit misplayed in the outfield, you know, taking that first step in and then trying to go back over to your left shoulder and just not able to get to the ball. And good job bringing the ball in and, you know, only reducing the damage to a double. So gives your team a chance to try to keep that runner from advancing.
Brings up the designated player, Kennedy Beck, fouls that one straight back. 0-1 to Beck.
That was a nice cut.
He's on it. Hey, I tell you what, these Pioneers, they're here for a reason, Rulon. They're not scared.
You know, at this point, you don't hope to be able to compete. You want to go out there and actually compete to win.
Absolutely. Bunts over to Wall, is going to get to third. Sapp fires it off the base. Not in time, off the base. Kennedy Beck is fired up out there on first. So error on the pitcher.
Oh, just such a close play. Just not able to reach out there. You know, you don't want to let the ball
Let's
pass
go to replay and watch that. Watch that foot come off and make sure. I think the ref made it, or the ump made a great call on that one. See if Neil has a good angle on that one. We'll take it while they're meeting at the mound here. We'll watch this and a little replay right here. All right. I caught Neil off guard, so here comes the replay in your lower right hand. Well, I guess it's on both screens there. We got angles everywhere. Little bunt. Pitcher comes up, fires it off the base, couldn't get it back in time, so Lehi fired up. You know, Spanish Fork coach, good job there going to the circle and getting her just kind of calming her team down a little bit, you know, and say, hey, we're good. I mean, a little misplayed out there in the outfield, a little misplay here in the infield. We're still ahead of this game. Let's recompose and get this next person.
And that's what a good coach does. Say,
absolutely.
Hey, it doesn't change. Even if we give up one run, doesn't change our offense, doesn't change our defense. We just got to play the game, one pitch at a time.
Brooklyn Wiltbank, runner takes off, throws it down. They're going to get her at second easily by a mile. I think if you're Spanish Fork, you're okay giving it the run, knowing you got Sapp in the circle, cleared the base pass. Lehi's doing all they can do to manufacture runs there, so Kennedy Beck is caught stealing for the first out of the inning.
That's kind of interesting. You think about, you know, Lehi having two hitters getting on base, one error and then one great hit, and you know, trying to keep it with no outs, so keep the pressure on the pitcher.
Good pitch or bad pitch for Lehi to steal on. That ball was up and unable to do anything with it, so the catcher had an easy throw down to second. They nailed Kennedy Beck by a mile.
Yeah, but Lehi wants to get on the board, you know, kind of show that they can compete at this level.
Well, fly ball lazily, the shortstop. Now Lehi had promise. Now they're down to 2 outs already after Wiltbank lazily flies out to the shortstop, Jade Romero.
And I think it takes the pressure off the pitcher by having the bases cleared. Yeah, we gave up one run, but we still have the lead. 2-1, and great job. Spanish Fork wants to try to get out of this inning. Just giving up
change up to start it off there. Lehi Carter was looking for a fastball, and she was dealt a little change up there for the first strike. Carter's playing third base.
Looks like looks like you're calling a legal pitch. I think it looks like a ball.
You're right, Rulon. Ball 2.
Really be behind the plate. I could be up in this game right now. I could be behind the plate.
So 2 balls, no strikes after the 4th illegal pitch of the day for Sapp. Woo! I felt the wind on that one from up here.
We both look at me. I hope that wasn't thrown at me. I don't think I can move that quick anymore.
3-0. I think she's taken all the way here. Trying to get another base runner here to bring up Paige Nelson.
Exactly what she needs.
Maybe
3-1.
a hitter's count right here. So you're looking at one spot, and if it's there, you're unleashing on it. Otherwise, you're going to take a pitch and try to work that count in your favor here. See if she gets pitch right where she's expecting it. And Sapp's going to throw her something, a little rise ball there that misses in there for a strike. Had me. I thought it was high.
Yeah,
well, from up here, it looked high, but.
No.
All right, full count.
No.
Oh, they're illegal pitch, huh? I'm confused on how I got to get some clarification here at the break on.
Now that changes things up a little bit.
Is the right fielder, number 6.
Base runner creates a whole new problem for the pitcher. You know, you've got to think about trying to keep them on base in a position where they're not going to advance.
Paige Nelson, the right fielder, the junior, has a twin sister, Presley, who's the catcher here. So good promise from the Nelson family there coming up.
It's a great pitch, exactly what you want to do.
Woo. I'm going to wait till just to make sure they're not call illegal pitches here before I put down strikes. But they got 0-2 here to Paige Nelson. 0-2, runner on first. See if the Lehi tries to get a little action there on the base pass. A little rise ball. Good job from the catcher there to snag onto that one. Ashlyn Losey. Great job behind there.
I think they thought the runner was going to be trying to advance on.
Would have been a good pitch to steal on. Like I said, they should have stole. Struck her out there. Fastball right down on the hands there. Good pitch from Sapp. Good job from Spanish Fork after giving up 2 hits. Oh, sorry, excuse me, a hit, an error, and a walk, and only get out of there for giving up 1 run. We'll go to break, and we'll be back after a quick commercial.
And 1 left on base.
What are you doing?
I'm protecting your paintings. Moth will eat right through this.
Kind of wish you hired someone else? Well, when it comes to important decisions like buying insurance, come to JRI, where we'll find you the right company at the best rate.
Hey, we're back. Woo! After a quick sponsor from JRI Insurance. Brings up
insurance agency in town.
Let's go. Brings up Aubrey Leonard for the Dons. Leonard's playing center field. She had a little. I played a little bit of outfield, and those balls are hit right at you. They're kind of hard to judge, and I was always taught your first step you want to go backwards. She just kind of played it. Those ones that are right at you are hard. So.
Yeah, she kind of took that front step and took one step forward, and then ultimately, she realized it had a little bit of zip, and the wind.
Wall put a good hit on it for sure.
Yeah, the first inning, the wind was coming in from the outfield, from the left field, and now it is dead silent out there.
Yeah, good thing for little outside corner there for a strike. Good thing for the Pioneers that the wind is now blowing in when. Excuse me, when I can't think of her name, when Peyton Hall launched that one off the fence there. Had been gone for sure if the wind was like it is now. Little change up there for a strike 2. So
that was a nice pitch, rising just a little bit.
So Fuller getting ahead 0-2 here to start the inning off to Aubrey Leonard. I love seeing when the pitchers control like both pitchers are. They're controlling both sides of the plate, both high and low. Good outside pitch. There did she go. Did not go. The catcher, Nelson, already knew she hadn't gone. She's throwing the ball back to the pitcher, no problem. No argument there from the Lehi faithful. Good 0-2 pitch, though.
Yeah, that was really – well, that's what you want to do is you got to try to stretch the strike zone to be able to get him to chase it outside the zone.
Fastball up. You can see from our camera from center field that Neil put out there, our producer here. That's a great angle there to watch these balls coming in there. It's kind of – you never get to see these angles in high school, and it's – you know, it's kind of cool that we're here at a college stadium for the first time in the history of girls softball in Utah here, that the playoffs championship game would be held at a college stadium. So good job by the UHSAA to make that happen.
Well, they have such great facilities. You know, you look at all the different universities from north to south, Utah State, University of Utah, Weber State, all the way BYU, all the way down to, you know, Southern Utah, down to Dixie State.
You did not want to walk a leadoff hitter if you're a Pioneer. After falling down 0-2, good job from Aubrey Leonard to battle back to draw the walk.
That was that
seventh hitter in the lineup there. You don't want to get her a free pass. You want to make her earn it.
Missed opportunity there. You got to close the door, you know, especially against Spanish Fork, just knowing the hitters and the athletes they have coming up.
Emmy Olson tries to bunt. Good pitch there, low and hard. Emmy Olson unable to put the bunt attempt down with that pitch. Nothing you can do with that one.
No, that's you don't want to step into it. If that ball is trailing to the inside, damage is going to happen.
Jameson Heaton in on the corner at first base, along with Laney Carter on the outside for third base. 0-2 now. So good pitch in there from Fuller. Those are unbuntable balls that she's throwing in there.
Yeah, that changes everything up. You know, now being down 0-2.
Hey. This happened last inning, or last batter, correct? Got up 0-2 and couldn't quite finish her off. So let's see what Fuller's got in mind here. Checks the wrist there for the pitch call from her coach. Good 0-2 pitch.
Good eye, you know, just laying off that pitch. Now with the, you know, being down 0-2, you gotta put something in place so you're a little bit more aggressive and you take a shot and take a swing at a ball that's just way out of, you know, the strike zone.
Fires one in there, pops lazily up to left field. Center fielder both merging in. The left fielder comes in to make the play. Brooklyn Whitbank out there in left field. Got a good read on that one.
That was actually, if you look at it, she went about 22 to 25 yards just to get to that catch. So great job,
man. I'm
tracking that down.
20 yards, you say? I don't think I can make it that far.
We'll bring the oxygen container out just so you can recover. Now the wind going from left to right. So.
Fastball, good pitch there. Good cut from Ellie Olson, the left fielder. So runner on first base, one out. Ninth hitter Ellie Olson at the bat, the top of the order coming up next. You got to do everything you get in your power here if you're a Pioneer to get at least an out right here. Shot up the middle. Good piece of hitting there from Ellie Olson.
Good job just to, you know, keep that hit to just a single, not allowing the runner to advance on to third. So,
and that's when that walk is going to come back and get you. Now you go to the top of the order where you got Romero, Hall, and Sapp coming up. I mean, these ladies know how to crush.
That's the power in, you know, the first inning.
1 through 9 for the Dons. There's no easy out on their team, that's for sure. That's why they're the #1 overall seed and best team in the state.
State champs last year.
Returning state champs.
Yep. And there's nothing like having the confidence knowing that, you know, you did it last year, you're on the same path, same trajectory, same team, same good athletes.
Another single up the middle, maybe a double. It's going to score one, at least one. It's going to score two, easily two. So one out double from Jade Romero, who keeps her bat hot after singling in the first inning. Doubling in the second inning. Both runners score. Aubrey Leonard from second. Ellie Olson all the way from first. So good job from the Dons. Get them on, get them around, and get them in.
That's just timely hitting.
Sheesh.
Those are the things you cannot give up, you know, against a great team
So,
and a tough pitcher.
Good pitch there to get that corner for the first strike. So Tatum Hall, first time up to bat, had a sacrifice bunt. So officially has not had a plate appearance today.
Is my inner Don coming out?
Little rise ball there. Stays high. For ball 2. Excuse me, 1-1 is the count. Good dig from Nelson there behind the plate. A ball bounced about 4 feet in front of the plate, and she was able to smother it.
Down in the dirt, last place you want to try to do is try to pick that ball up and be able to make a play.
So you got Romero on second, Tatum Hall up to bat with Peyton Hall on deck. Right up the middle again, gonna score. Romero from first easily. Hall looking for a 2. Little miscommunication out there in center field. Had the ball, just couldn't quite get it when she fumbled it. Tatum Hall saw opportunity and took us. That's a single and an error on the outfield there.
Now batting is the third baseman, number 14, Peyton Hall.
Romero scoring all the way from second base. Brings up like I said last time, the all-time home run leader in Utah history in one season, Peyton Hall. Just trading places out there from second to home. First pitch looks good out on the corner. Good pitch there from Fuller.
At this point, keep the catcher's job is to keep the runner on second. Pitcher's job is to pitch around and figure out how to start getting out. So only one out.
Problem is you pitch around her, and then you got Sapp and Losi coming up. So, but you're like you say, you don't give her anything to square off on. Absolutely not. She was inches away from a homer her first time up. Wind is non-factor of this at bat. So the Dons already have 3 runs in on this inning. Nobody out. Excuse me, 1 away. After that fly to Whitbank and left. Little off-speed high. Good job by Nelson again working that behind the plate there, working hard. Hey, if anything, there's a lot of fans here on both sides, so way to represent Utah County coming out here, Spanish Fork and Lehi. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Good pitch there. Fastball ripped behind her there, just out in front of that one there. So
nice cut, just a little bit ahead. Lehi's just got to stick with what makes them competitive. Spanish Forks just keeping the same pressure.
Change up, same spot, 3 in a row, right in that same spot. This time they're holding the runner at second. 3 hits right there, right in a row.
Timely hitting, and every ball is down just out of the reach of the shortstop. Just great job, great hitting by Spanish Fork.
Brings up Avery Sapp, who singled her first time up to bat, the pitcher.
Now, if runners on first
trying
and
to
third,
help.
you're looking to trying to advance that runner on to second, so you're not
in a stolen base.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I don't know the speed she has, and I'm willing to bet that Pioneers will give up that to keep the run at third. But I think with a hot hitter like Sapp in the box here, I don't think you want to take the bat out of her hands. Keep the runners on where they're at and let her hit away.
And they've had timely hitting. That's the one thing about it is keep the pressure on when it's on.
That's out of here. No, sorry. Right at third. It's going to tag up from third and first. Trying to go home with it, trying to, instead of keeping that runner at first. Whitbank throws it in, trying to get her at home. So both runners tagging up. Tatum Hall from third base to score. And Peyton Hall advances to second on the sacrifice fly from Sapp for the second out.
That's looking, if you turn that instead of throwing it to third, maybe second, maybe you get that third out.
Keep that, or at least keep her on first, right? Keep the force in play and keep her out of scoring position there. As on a base hit, she's going to score, but that one's got eyes. Diving play from Nelson, can't quite get it. So another single brings Hall all the way from second base. That's why, you know, if you keep her at first, she may not score on that play. So Nelson trying out there in right field, just couldn't quite get it. So
it was a great effort, great start, great first step, and just tracking that ball down, just wasn't able just to put it right in the soft spot of the mitt.
Yeah, Tim Kennedy, coach of the Pioneers, going out talk to his squad and just kind of calm them down. 5 runs are already in this inning. So yeah, we got 7-2. Sorry, I'm falling behind here on my. There we go.
There's so much action, so much hitting. It's Spanish Forks just doing a great job. You look at the composure of the team.
So 2 outs, runner on first base, brings up Archuleta, the designated player. She was up last inning with 2 outs and flew out the shortstop. So if you're a Pioneer, hopefully they can get her to end the inning twice. You know, get this inning over with and move on and try to attack slowly. First pitch in there off the foot, so that's a dead ball for a strike 1.
That's going to be a pain in the ankle or the foot there. There's hard hit balls right off the inside of that foot. It just hurts.
Absolutely. Chopper to Macy Wall, come up, plays the third baseman, cuts her off, doesn't know what to do with it, so she throws it into center field. Going to send her in all the way from first. In there easily for the error on the third baseman. Lainey Carter. Felt like Wall had a better opportunity to make the play, and Carter doing what she does is come and getting that ball and didn't quite have a play on it, so she just threw it into center field. So Archuleta reaches on an error.
And those are just, you know, little tiny mistakes. Here's the replay.
So Aubrey Leonard led the inning off about an hour ago, it seems like by now, you know, and she's starting the inning off, and she started off with a walk. They had her 0-2, and she couldn't quite strike her out or get an out. Ended up walking her, and that's when this whole inning started.
That's just the last thing you want to do is see him bat around. One, just looking for a way to finish this inning and you know, kind of stop the bleeding. And say, okay, we got to regroup here.
Man, when it's raining, it's pouring right now. Lehi having a hard time getting out of the inning there. Fouls that one out of play right into the stands. Good hustle from nobody out there. Everyone just kind of sat there and let the ball fall in between them.
It's good to see the ball go in between them.
Yeah. I got 1 ball, 2 strikes here. See if they can put her away this time. Change up looks good on the corner for the second strike. So 2 balls and 2 strikes there. Snap throw from Nelson down to Heaton over there at first, but Archuleta able to get back in time. 8-1. Change up, got her. Foul tip into the glove of Nelson, so we're going to take a break here. We've got to catch our breath here. What an inning there from the Dons.
Just great timely hitting, great job, and Lehi still has an opportunity to try to recover.
Hey. Kind of wish you hired someone else? Well, when it comes to important decisions like buying insurance, come to JRI, where we'll find you the right company at the best rate.
Leading off the top of the third inning for Lehi and batting ninth in the lineup is the pitcher, number 5, Emerson Fuller.
Well, we're back here. See what the Pioneers can come up with. Your Spanish Fork, you're looking to go 1-2-3 after a long inning. Nothing will kill the hopes of an opposing team to come out and just exert your dominance and go 1-2-3. So if you're a Pioneer, you got to get somebody on base and try to get a run in. After giving up 6 runs in the bottom of the second. First pitch to the pitcher, Emerson Fuller, fouled back for a strike. You know, I was thinking 1 or 2 runs would be enough for Sapp to hold off the Pioneers. 8, I just think that's going to be hard. But the Pioneers are here for a reason, second best team in the state. So if you're thinking they can't, you're wrong.
Well, like in the first, the first inning, and it's all about getting to the pitcher, get something in play, make something happen, and why can Lehi not make that same streak?
Absolutely.
When you're expected to win, you're expected. You have extra pressure on you. Once you'll show a little bit of weakness, maybe make a mistake. It's hard, but right now Spanish Fork is just playing.
They're playing like they're the champs, they're the number 1 seed. Lehi's got to believe they are and realize they are. Comes 3-1, fouls it back. Good pitch from Sapp, not wanting to give it down the middle on a 3-1 count. Kind of worked in on the hands there on Fuller.
Can't score 7 runs, with 1 hit. So you just got to get timely hitting, stick to the fundamentals. Put the ball in play. You look at the last inning, just the little mistakes that were made. Those are the things that a good team has to eliminate.
Well, it's like the inning for Spanish Fork started with a walk. Lehi does a good job there from Emerson Fuller to earn a walk and get a pass down to first base. Brings up the top of the lineup, Madison Salisbury. So let's see if the Pioneers, after seeing Sapp now the second time around in the lineup, see if anything can change, see if they can get their bats hot and get them going.
Yep, being patient. That's the key of it all.
You're looking down there, out there in the crowd. You see a bunch of the Lehigh baseball team out there with their bleach blonde hair. Bleached them. They're in the final game, final series there against Olympus here. So watch those games as well. Tomorrow those games start. Lehi versus Olympus, best of 3 series. So Lehi having a strong year in sports. I mean, they had football, state champs. Girls soccer, second in state. Girls basketball, second in state. Boys soccer just took second in state. Now they got their boys baseball, worst case scenario will be second in state. Girls softball, worst case scenario, second in state. Quite a year from the Pioneers.
Looks like
hitter.
Yeah, hitter.
Hit by pitch.
Glad it wasn't
a
full on hit, so looks like everything's just fine. But it's the way you get you on base. That's what matters.
Hey, get him on, get him around, and get him in. Like you said, you can't get 7 on 1 swing, so trying to work in their favor with Sophie Bliss, the hero from last night. Takes that first one in for a strike. I wonder if they'll try to bunt her to get a couple people, runners in scoring position, or just kind of let her go, keep that bat hot and swing away.
I'd say just swing away. You got to get back in this game 1 hit at a time.
You need a lot of runs for sure, but a little fly, right? An infield fly, I believe. Yeah, they already had her called out. So infield fly, a little F6. I guess if you know she was going to pop up at the shortstop, you would have had her bunt. Yeah, but you never know.
Well, and that's where you get a guess, and then you just kind of take a little bit of the power off that swing, and just not able to drive it.
Absolutely, you got your 2 best hitters coming up, in Jamison Heaton and Macy Wall. So I guess just trying to make something happen here. See if Jamison Heaton can get into one. Takes that first pitch off speed in there for a strike, whips it down to first base. Madison Salisbury back in there, plenty of time.
Great. You watch the play, just the skill players in Spanish Fork, and you see that catcher, man. She can snap that ball right back, first or right back to the pitcher.
Look at that pitch. I mean, she starts off a little changeup, and then she brings that heat. How are you supposed to hit that thing?
It's called recovery.
It's called just live to see another pitch.
Yeah. Hopefully you recover for the next one.
Exactly. Here comes the 0-2 to Heaton. A little high and in. Heaton quite the athlete. She's going on a basketball scholarship somewhere, I heard, so she's got Well, she's had quite the high school career at Lehi, so it'll be nice to see her go out with the win here. A little off speed, rifles it at third, touches her base, going to go across the diamond. Started a little bit. She felt like she didn't know if she wanted to go to second or first, but she had an easy double play at first, and she sort of thrown it over there, but she kind of hesitated a little bit, and Heaton was able to leg up and throw.
And it looks like they called that a foul ball.
Well, they called it a legal pitch, or they called it a foul ball? Because that wasn't a foul ball. Illegal pitch to go to 2-2. So she's bringing her foot off the rubber, a little high. Jamison Heaton makes it count, hits one up the middle. Runner from second's going to score, runner from first all the way to third. So good taking advantage there of the illegal pitch from Jamison Heaton there, and the Pioneers doing just what they need to do is get a hit, timely hit, and a runner across the plate.
And it was just outside the reach of the fielder, just not able to get down and get that ball.
15,
quick instant replay. Just not able to get to it. And, getting the legs to be able to get. Nice job, and just impressed with the skill level.
So Macy Wall doubled her first time up and got the Pioneers on the board for the first run of the game. She hit a shot out there to center field. See if she can keep her bat hot here and get a timely piece of hit for the Pioneers. Pitch in there, rifles it to third base. Should be an easy play across the diamond, and in time for the out. Does advance the runner over to second base.
Designated player, number 10, Kennedy Beck.
So Jameson Heaton goes to second. Salisbury stays at third. Macy Walls retired on the 5-3 for the second out. Brings up the designated player, Kennedy Beck, who bunted her first time and got on by an error. Fouls that one straight back. 8-2, Pioneers get a run on the board. Would like to get a hit and get two more here. That could get some momentum going for them. But just like we talked about before the inning started, the Dons wanted to go 1-2-3, and the Pioneers wanted to apply a little bit of pressure to get some sort of momentum back. So the Pioneers doing a good job this inning. Good pitch on the inside portion of the plate there, a little too far inside.
Yeah, and that's what you want to try to do as a hitter. Is the Pioneers, they want to be able to make the pitcher have to pitch around and make some mistakes and get some balls in play.
One little hit here, and we got us a new game again. 8-4 would be for the base hit. We could score two and get the Pioneers right back in here.
It was just a little bit low, and you look
a little bit low. That was down in the dirt.
Hey, I'm not going to talk about the pitcher. You're going to get hit by a ball up here.
Up the middle, good play from the shortstop. Fires it over to first. Good job from Romero, I believe. Yes, Jade Romero. Good glove out there.
That was a quick step. That was able to just track that ball down. And not a question there. Runner was going to be out at first base. Great play, great job. Way to get out of an inning for Spanish Fork.
1 run on 1 hit. There was no errors and 2 left on base. Your attention, please. Now pitching for Lehi, number 18, Maddie Stradling. Leading off for Spanish Fork in the bottom of the 3rd inning.
We're in the bottom of the 3rd inning here at Cougar Field, softball field. Spanish Fork Dons, number 1 seed, leading the number 7 seed Pioneers by a score of 8-2. We got a new pitcher in the circle for Lehi Pioneers, Maddie Stradling, number 18. I guess the Pioneers trying to shake it up a little bit here, trying to get something going here in the bottom of the third. First pitch in there for a ball.
A little bit low, and the pitcher coming in, you kind of want to build that confidence.
Curve change up there, stays out high for a ball.
Just a little bit out of reach, just not able to get to it.
See what the Pioneers can get Emmy Olson, Ellie Olson, and Jade Romero to go 1, 2, 3 and have some life in them here. High. So 3-0 from the relief pitcher Stradling, trying not to come in and throw 4 straight balls, but she does. She bounces down about 6 feet in front of the plate there for a ball 4 walk to the number 8 hitter, Emmy Olson.
Number 6.
Doesn't get any easier if you.
Oh, she doesn't get any easier. Like I said, like we've said, the 1 through 9 Spanish Fork is a threat. You can't. Personally, I don't feel like you can give them free passes here.
You've got to challenge the hitter. If they take a hold of something and get it in play,
just have a chance, right?
Yep.
Exactly.
You're thinking, you're in the state championships, and you have all the pressure on you. How am I going to handle this?
Coach Kennedy's heading out there to the circle to rally his troop out there, Stradling. Not sure if he's working on some form with her or just kind of calming her down a little bit.
I could pass out any second.
The game has just been moving along.
So Ellie Olson had a single in the left field her first time up. That was in the last inning. As the Dons put 10 batters up to bat last inning. Scored 8 of them. Fly ball in the right field. Nilsson charging in hard, calling it off. Play out there by Nelson, hustling in for the first out of the inning. A little lazy fly ball. Good pitch there to not take up the plate there and get out in front. Get her off balance. Ellie Olson flies out to right field.
Great job by Lehi, coaching staff. Come out, talk to your pitcher. Hey, 1 pitch, 1 out. That's exactly what they need.
Brings up top of the order Romero, who's yet to be taken out or gotten out. She's gotten a single, a double, and now another single. Runner goes third, got a chance at her, no. Romero read that perfectly, and once that throw went to third, she was gone. These bases are so close to each other. Once you throw, you got to make sure you can get it or still take it. So she gets a single and then a stolen base there from Jade Romero.
There's no question. I think the precision that Spanish Fork plays with, I think it's the confidence. You see the coaching staff and up and down talking to the players, giving them exactly what they know, dealing with the situation they're in, and that's just smart coaching. I think if you look at Lehi, they made some, little mental mistakes, where they're throwing the ball to third base instead of trying to keep the runner on first. It's just those little plays give your opponent opportunities to where you limit the scoring chances, and Spanish Fork has taken advantage of every one.
Everything they're hitting is finding holes in the defense there. So a single from Tatum Hall brings in Emmy Olson from third. Romero goes to third and holds her up there. So 1 out, Peyton Hall. Excuse me, they got a number 9.
First pitch, double steal.
Well, somehow I got off because I started. So I had a. This brings up now Tatum Hall. Excuse me, Tatum Hall is now coming up to bat. Rifles that one to the left, right at Whitbank out there in left field. Looks like the runner tagged up. May have left a little early. I don't know. Wonder if Kennedy wants to challenge that, but nothing you can do there. Good hit from Hall. Slaps one out there into left field to get the runner Romero in from third base.
Third baseman, number 14.
That's just great hitting, great, understanding the base pass and going around first, getting second, third, and then finding a way to get home. You see the action on first base to see the runner trying to put pressure on the pitcher.
Peyton Hall grounds one to third base, gets her out. I had 2 outs there, but we must have missed one. They must have called an illegal pitch back or something, let somebody re-hit, but I'm not sure.
Now batting is the pitcher, number 5. Avery Sapp.
I don't know what happened, but I had an outfield. Remember the hit out there to Paige Nelson? She came in and charged and got it. They must have let her re-hit, so that's where I got all messed up.
Nice little hitting.
Good hit from Avery Sapp there.
Courtesy runner, number 12, Shelby Shepard.
In Spanish Fork, you just kind of see not the swagger, but just the ability to make those hits, make those plays. Doing a great job. They're expecting themselves to win the state championship. That's what their expectation is. They're just doing a great job of playing the game the right way.
She's coming to deliver that ball, and it looks like it hit her off the thigh there and was able to go. Strike. Rifles it into center field, bounces in front of her, is going to be a play at the plate. Here comes the throw, not in time, cut off by Heaton there in the circle. There's one hit after the other here. These Dons are putting on their Ashlyn Losey. Singles and Sapp all the way from second base.
As they say, the balls have eyes. They find ways to get in the gap.
Courtesy runner, number 16, Paige Pierce.
Spanish Fork just being patient with the hitting or the pitching. Taking what you get, not making too many, bad swings. You just kind of take what's coming. You don't try to just knock it out of the field. And doing a great job just putting it in play, finding the gaps. You have to think that Lehi's thinking, man, what can we do to try to just stop this?
They love that spot right there, don't they? They've hit it like 10 times. Right in that same spot. Maybe the coach should have Macy Wall shade a little bit towards second base a little bit.
Left-handers, right-handers,
they don't
both
matter.
hitters. Yeah, they're just that play. It's been within a foot or 2 feet every time of being able to pick up the ball and get it either over to second or first, and it's one of those things.
Looks like we're gonna have a pitching change. Sorry, Ruan, I didn't mean to interrupt you there, but it looks like we're having a pitching change. So maybe we'll go to commercial and we'll get an idea of who's coming in the circle. We'll be right back.
You want some? You want some? Come on! Come on now. There you go. Woo! What, you want some? What about you? Oh, you want some of this?
The pest control guy here again?
Take it. Mm-hmm. Oh, come on now. Come get some. Oh, I got you. Yeah. Go. There you go. There you go. Many of your friends have been killed and you're about to join them.
Kind of wish you hired someone else? But when it comes to important decisions like buying insurance, come to JRI, where we'll find you the right company at the best rate.
So a little clarification, I had 3 outs, but first out of the inning from Ellie Olson, which I thought she flew out to right field, but there was called an illegal pitch, so she came back, got a base hit, and anyways, that's where we're at. So a little confusion. I had 3 outs, but nope, there's only 2. Rulon, 12-2 here. Emerson Fuller re-entering as a pitcher coming back in. Maybe she went in the dugout, cooled off a little bit, had a little bit of Gatorade, a little electrolytes.
A good player, good coaching staff. You know, they got to take advantage of the players they have, and anything Lehi can do to try to get back into this game.
Fouled it back from Aubrey Leonard, who's 0 for 1 in the day. She's walked and scored and struck out to end the inning last inning. She's the 9th batter this inning, so Dawn's back-to-back innings is batted around. Lehi having a hard time getting off the field, and that's where it's hot out there and a little tired. Your legs get tired from standing around. What am I talking about? They're 16, 17-year-old girls. They're fine, right, Rulon?
These Spanish Forks throwing much of anything except for excitement.
I'm talking about Lehi being out in the field for so long.
Oh, yeah, no, I know. It's, you know, Spanish Forks.
Oh, gotcha.
But
absolutely.
Lehi, you just have to think, just the pressure, relentless pressure from Spanish Fork. And all those little singles, all those little, just, you know, you look at the momentum shift from a game to inning to, you know, Lehi, you know, had an opportunity to come back, you know, going down 2-1, and then, you know, the second inning, it opened up with all those runs, and it just kind of feels like it's slipping away, and Lehi's just, you know, not able to make those plays they need to. Plus, Spanish Fork has just been incredible, you know, in the outfield, but then also just, you know, dominant pitching.
Well, for Lehi, it's a 3-game best of 3, so by no means are they out. They just got to get maybe get their bats going, a little confidence, get a little swagger in them. And for Spanish Fork, you want to shut all that down as fast as you can. You don't want to have them get any sense of entitlement that they can win a game.
They say hang around long enough, and you'll get an opportunity.
Runner should be going on a 3-2. That ball is crushed in the left field. Looks like it's going to be over the head of the left fielder. Can't make it at the fence. 1 run is in, 2 runs are in, 3 runs are in. Sorry, 2 runs are in. We didn't have 1 on third, so Ashlyn Losey scores from second. Archuleta from first with a stand-up double from Aubrey Leonard as the Dons are pouring it on.
Right fielder, number 15, Emmy Olsen.
Emmy Olsen is now the batter. First pitch off the plate and high for ball 1. Back-to-back innings with 6 runs scored, Rulon. That's tough.
Oh, look, now it's with Simons on center field with Shipper. After 14.
Good pitch. Right at Wall's going to charge it, makes the play, throws it over to first for the final out of the inning. Pioneers going to come in and get some Gatorade in them. They've been out there for a while.
The total score Spanish Fork in the
dominant
bottom of the
effort
third
from
inning.
Spanish
6
Fork.
runs on 6 hits.
Finding ways
no
to
errors,
put the ball in play.
and 1 left on
put the
base.
pressure on the defense. Lehi having to make all those little plays and just not able to get to those balls. And you just think, you know, the high-skilled players, sometimes it just becomes second nature. And Spanish Fork is just a fine-tuned machine.
And it looks like they're going to stay with Sapp out there in the circle. They want to give him no chance of comeback here.
If she can handle it, the arm speed, I think it's definitely still there. If she can handle the pitch count, why change something?
I love that angle we got. The Neil set up from center field. That ball just whipping in there. You can just, even in warm-ups, you can just. Ball gets in quick. Ball gets in quick, don't it?
It's like you think you have a shot, maybe it's going to sink, and all of a sudden it just starts rising on you. It's like, too late, you know, with that power she's throwing.
Bring left fielder Brooklyn Whitbank.
Leading off for Lehi in the top of the 4th inning.
Leading
left
off.
fielder, number 11, Brooklyn Wiltbank.
So we've played 3 innings. We're in the top of the 4th. Pioneers down by 12 runs, 14-2. Back-to-back 6-run innings for the Lady Dons. First pitch rifled in there for a strike, swung and missed by Whitbank. A rise ball in there for a ball a little high there. That one stayed up. Fastball couldn't hold back, and she went. So for a strike 2 there on Whitbank.
And that's where, if you're Lehi, you can't feel that pressure, even though you know your back's against the wall. You've got to just stick with the pitches that are coming down the pipe. All right, you're going to lay off that pitch.
Spanish Fork wanted it, didn't they? They wanted that call, but no, that was definitely a ball. Good eye, like you say. You know, even the crowd over there in Lehi, they're a little out of it. They're all on their cell phones looking around. They need to get some excitement back into their players here. It's a long series. We won.
Oh, it is, and seeing Spanish Fork,
hey,
you want some excitement. You know, see that first run that Lehi got. You know, the players were out there. They were kind of yelling and stuff. And so the last thing you do is poke the bear and you just make him mad.
Kind of like you and the Russian. Didn't he beat you the first time?
Threw me on my neck twice.
Now batting is
broke
the
my neck.
third
So
number 2.
Taught me to go out there and kill him with kindness and just never let him see you coming. That's the best thing to do. It just kind of slowly creep up, and before you know it, you know, it's just so overwhelming. And you got all the skilled players, and you have all the players that can make the plays and score the runs.
Oh, good bunt there from number 2. It's Lehi Carter, the third baseman. Ooh, tried to snap it over there to get Whitbank leaning. Almost got her. Able to get back there in time.
It moves the advances the runner, but
it's giving up an out. Seems kind of.
I know you're looking.
They need a lot of runs.
You get 12 just to get back in the game. Give up,
just taking off and out there.
Yeah, but it's just it is a concept overall. Pitching, just great pitching. Anything to change things up.
Hey, I don't know if this gives Lehi any bit of confidence. You can help me out here as an athlete, but so Spanish Fork hadn't given up a run all tournament, fought 4 games in a row without giving up 1 run. Lehi's able to get 2 on the board. So far, I'm not sure if that gives them any confidence or they just.
I think it does. It definitely does.
Lets them know they can at least hit her, correct?
Hit it, and then, but the problem is then. Spanish Fork comes right back and puts up.
I'm not saying any confidence for this game. Maybe the 2 games that they still need to win because this is going to be a hard one to come back from. But does it give them confidence to know that they can get to Sapp and get her out of the circle?
100%. They know if they make those timely plays and they knock the ball down and they do a better job, they're still in this game. And we got two runs off her. We have some great hits, and we're still in the game if we just make a few better plays in the outfield. And I hate to say that, just like we said, how many balls have gone right up the alley and just a shortstop has not been able to get to it and snag that ball down. There's so many those opportunities that you change one step, you change one throw, you change the things. The score could be 8-2. That's a whole different game than 14-2.
Yeah, Paige Nelson goes down swinging, brings up Madison Salisbury, the leadoff hitter, who's 0 for 0. She's hit by a pitch and struck out.
Right here. Right here, And that's where you're chasing that ball. You feel that pressure. You want to do something more than you should because that ball is just tailing right up out of the strike zone, and you just tell it. You just shake your head and say, man, I wish I'd have got that swing back.
Right down the middle, looks good, is good. Struck her out. That's a backwards K for Sapp. Strikes out Madison Salisbury to end the top of the 4th for the Pioneers. Pioneers get the leadoff batter on with the walk, sacrifice bunt, and 2 straight strikeouts to end the inning.
Totals for Lehi in the top of the 4th inning. No runs on no hits. No errors.
When I enter the field every single day, it's like stepping onto a battlefield. I don't know what I'm walking into, and I don't know if I'm coming back. And there can't be any slackers out there trying to do what I do. The most important thing to know is that they're watching you. They're always watching you. They don't sleep, and they're waiting for the opportunity to pounce. And unless someone is out hunting them, we're gonna be the prey, because it's kill or be killed.
Oh, lunchtime.
What are you doing? You're eating our food.
Kind of wish you hired someone else? Well, when it comes to important decisions like buying insurance, come to JRI, where we'll find you the right company at the best rate.
Welcome back, and it's just a dominating performance so far by Spanish Fork, looking to come back up and try to add to their lead. And you know, you have to think that Lehi's thinking, you know what? Let's figure out, let's get in our groove. Let's just start playing good softball and do the things that got us to this position.
Gonna be hard to do though. Rulon with the number 9 hitter coming up, then back to the top of the order. This will be their 4th time up in as many innings for the Dons. Lehi's having a hard time getting them out.
You know, when you're batting around like the last 2 innings, it is very tough to do it. But you know, that's why you get in these game situations.
First pitch from ball from Fuller. Second one looks good. Is good for a strike.
It's a good-looking ball, and I think the pitching from Lehi, you know, there's been moments of really good pitching. There's been moments of you know, just little mistakes made, and you know, they finish us out and just start, you know, making plays in the field again.
Good high pitch there. Couldn't keep up with it. Ellie Olsen goes down. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
You go through the inning with no runs, no hits. You know, those are a little confidence. It's all about building that confidence back.
Absolutely. 1-2 pitch high in there for a ball. Evens the count at 2.
You know, high school sports or college or the Olympics or, you know, professionals, you know, it's all about, you know, kind of changing the momentum, those little momentum swings. And maybe it's not a victory, but it's a moral victory.
You should write a book, Rulon.
Just don't have a good enough story. Oh yeah, Never Stop Pushing. Sounds familiar.
I've read your book.
It's, you know, and that's one thing in the mind of an athlete. And you know, so many, you know, athletes go to sports psychologists and figure out how to get in the game. And you just make small decisions and
good pitch.
Take the emotions out of it and just make good decisions. And you know, now you can see, I think finally out of the Lehi pitchers, there's a little bit of attitude and, you know, wanted that pitch, wanted my, you know, strikeout. And, you know, now there's a little bit of attitude. You know, Lehi's got to, you know, get that swagger back, get that attitude back, and come back and find a way to start getting in this game.
Shot in the gap there, right off the A, off the fence. She's looking 3, Rulon. She's going for it. It's going to be a play at third. Wall over to third, off the mark there. Macy Wall had her, I think, dead rights there and just couldn't quite deliver the throw there. Kind of thought about it a little bit instead of firing it over there. So
it'll be interesting to see, you know, how the runner was going around it. You know, and there's always the question: how are you going to get the ball around the runner without hitting the runner? And she threw it a little bit high, and that just took her out of position to make that, you know, play at home. Here's the instant replay. Great bat on ball. Nice drive.
Oh, she was looking 3 all the way, wasn't she? Just had her dead to rights and just missed her. But a bunt's going to go foul there from Jade Romero, the leadoff hitter, with the 2 singles and a double.
Just not able to get in a position to, you know, get that out at third. That's exactly where Spanish Fork wants to be. You know, put the pressure on Lehi, make that pitcher, you know, have to, you know, second guess the pitch and placement of the pitch and speed of the ball. Just adds so many variables to the sport.
Well, with Romero bunting that first one, made the corners creep in a little bit, and that's a scary place to be with Romero up. She hits it really hard and get that third baseman and first baseman crowding up and launch one right at him.
Was she 3 for 3 today?
She's like 12 for 12 in this tournament. No, 3 for 3, a double, 2 singles. She's on fire. She got a hot bat right now.
Oh, it's just, you know, you look at great players, they always find ways to compete.
There's going to be a play at the plate. They're going to send her. Lehi kind of, yeah, nothing on that one. You know, she kind of camped under it, let it come to her instead of getting behind it, charging up, throwing it home. But either way, that was deep enough to get the speedy Ellie Olsen in. So, hey, good job from Lehi to get Romero retired for the first time today.
You know, but even in the retirement, still
produces runs, absolutely.
RBIs. The second baseman, number 9, Tatum Hall.
So Tatum Hall will come up to bat with nobody on base for the first time. Usually she comes up and she's got a slew of runners on, but this time she has no one on base. Fires that one over the head of Sophie Bliss into center field for a 1-out single. Good job from Tatum Hill getting her second hit of the day.
You look at it, not overpowering, not dominant, just greatly placed, just right over the head of the second baseman. Not a chance in the world to get to that, and just nice little poke, get it in where it needs to be, and now put the pressure right back on the Lehi pitchers.
Third baseman Peyton Hall steps in and fouls that one back out of play out of the stadium there for a strike one. Hall also has 2 hits. Seems like every player on the Spanish Fork team has 2 hits. Some have 3. Hall looking for her 21st homer of the season. Fouls it off over there by old Jason Ingersoll, Lehi's baseball coach, coming out supporting. He's over there by his team.
Is that the one that tried to catch the ball?
Well, see the guy in the hat down there with the straw hat there?
Yep.
That's Jason there.
He's thinking, couldn't quite catch the ball with his hand.
No, that.
I don't know if I'd even want to try to catch a softball. Just get the heck out of the way and let it hit the ground and then pick it up.
Well, whatever. Fouled it back, hung on there with an 0-2 pitch.
Who was that caught the ball with his bare hand over his head?
Kevin Mitchell, the Giants.
That's a man there. Man, just, you know, just the ability to step in and do things in athletics that just, you know, changes people. You know, I remember seeing that as a kid, being like, how is that humanly possible? And it just lets us all know that, you know, evolution of the sport. You know, you look at women's sports and softball and just these athletes. Spanish Fork just has a great team.
So you like to see from Peyton Hall, if you're a Lehi Pioneer, a lazy fly ball to Macy Wall for the second out of the inning.
And there hasn't been many of those, so you got to take advantage when you have them, and
number 5,
you know, keep the runner and you know, on first base, not allowing them to advance.
Avery Sapp, the batter. 2 outs, runner on first. High pitch there from Emerson Fuller into the pitcher-on-pitcher duel right here.
Took a little bit of a longer walk just to kind of clear the head and say, you know what, this is mine. You know, maybe being beat on the, you know, on the score, but you know, I'm going to go after the pitcher.
Good cut there from Sapp.
You know, you look at Sapp, you know, she's sitting there, you know, reviewing the swing mentally in her head. You know, what did I do right? What did, you know, the head of the bat needs to come around quicker. You know, all those little things that good athletes do. You know, if the coach isn't there in your head, you got to self-coach yourself. You know what's kind of funny, Randy? You know, right over to our left, you have the BYU track field over there. I actually threw the shot put in discus here back in 1940, 89. A little Star Valley track team. We brought, I think, 7 athletes, and we took 4th as a team.
Out of 7 athletes?
Yeah, we had some sprinters.
Did you run the 100 meters?
Oh no, that was Matt Hansen. He was the multiple-time state champion. He was a stud. We had Corey Fulmer, who was a 110 hurdler. We just had some amazing athletes, and it was so fun to come down here and see what the big city was like and watch some really amazing athletes.
Struck her out there to end the inning. I was going to say Pioneers getting out without giving up a run, but I forgot about the leadoff triple from Ellie Olsen and the sacrifice fly. So even when you think you get an inning quick, they still score. Better inning home from the Pioneers.
Slowed the damage a little bit and gets them back, and they're still in the game. They're going to keep fighting.
Leading off the top of the 5th inning for Lehi. Center fielder, number 4, Madison Salisbury.
Top. Whoa, that was loud. I yelled a little bit. Sorry if that came across loud. Madison Salisbury leading off for the Pioneers. She is the leadoff hitter. She struck out twice and got hit by a pitch. See if the excuse me, she did not strike out. That was Emerson Fuller to end the inning. So Salisbury up to start the 5th, takes the first pitch, slaps it down to third base, comes across, fires it across the diamond is Hall to get that first out. Peyton Hall throws it over to Kylie Mitchell playing first base, but they called an illegal pitch. So this time I'm on top of it, Rulon. I've been faked out a couple times on an illegal pitch, but this time I see it. So new life there for Madison Salisbury. So Salisbury given new life, takes that one in for a strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike now. Salisbury, the lefty, swings and misses at that fastball from Sapp. So Sapp now ahead, 1 ball, 2 strikes. See if they can take advantage of the illegal pitch out that wasn't an out. Done it a couple times a day. Fastball.
I think he's moving up. Catcher's just trying to catch up to that ball.
Tell you what, Ashley Losey's working her tail off back there. She is.
As you're the ump, you're like, please catch that ball because I don't want to have to deal with it in my grill.
Change up, dropped out of nowhere. Salisbury's looking for a fastball.
The second baseman, number 7.
You know, not only Sapp can throw, she also a smart pitcher. She knows where to place it and when to throw the changeup, when to throw the fastball, where to place it.
Heat, and lay off.
Sophie Bliss, the batter. 0 for 2, flied out to left field and flied out to shortstop. Takes that first one in for a ball. Fastball in there for a called ball. Looked pretty good from here.
We're going to get paid the big dollars to be on that behind the home plate.
Oh, no, I don't get paid anything to sit up here and make, you know, and tell them they don't know what they're talking about. Sophie Bliss flies out up to second base, under it, camped out there, all sorts of time out there.
And you're thinking with all the power, you know, from the pitcher and all the, you know, there would be more driven balls. Just great pitching, just keeping them off.
She hits her spots, doesn't it? Exactly.
It's just impressive. You know, you see an athlete, you feel for Lehi, you want to come back, you want to get in the game, you want to compete for a state championship, but just watching dominant athletes just doing what they do at a higher level is amazing. You know, you watch like Team USA, the softball team, you know, they'll go and, you know, they'll go scoreless, you know, 4 or 9 innings, and just they're that good in the field. They pitch that good, they hit, you know, they just do everything amazing.
Oof, good off-speed pitch there, gets Heaton way out in front of that one.
The worst thing to do is, you know, already make a determination of you're going to swing or lay off the pitch before the pitch is even thrown.
Yeah, when that fastball comes in, though, you gotta start your swing sooner. So like that, strike her out, the high heat. So the Pioneers go down in order. That's the game, I believe. 10-run rule.
No one left out.
10 after 5, but there you got 13 after 5. So kind of what we expected out of the Dons is to hold a low-scoring game. I was a little surprised they were able to put up so many runs against the Pioneers, to be honest with you. But like you said, they just had. I didn't feel like they did. They actually they hit it hard. Had a lot of, like you said, a lot of single seeing eyes, you know, that got through and sneaked through, and you know. But I think it'll be a good series.
Yeah, it will. I just really impressed with you know, both these teams, but Spanish Fork, one hitter after the other. You know, it's like, where's the weak part of the line? Where's going to be our opportunities to, you know, get back into this game? Spanish Fork, their goal is just to, you know, stifle you with great offense, you know, and great defense across the board. So just a great job by Spanish Fork and Lehi, and a great game, and the sportsmanship, saying, hey, it's good seeing you. We'll see you here soon.
You know, Spanish Fork, everyone, looking at their stat sheet, every one of their players had at least one hit. Multiple players had 2 hits. 16 hits, 1 error. Of those 16 hits, they scored 15 runs. That's getting them on, getting them in. That's what you got to do. Only 1 left on base. That's crazy.
It's just, solid, up and down across the board. So great matchup, and
well, we're gonna be here tomorrow. If Lehi is in elimination mode now, if they lose, they're out. If they win, they extend and play 2 tomorrow. So we'll be here for those games. And we're going to be back in a little bit, about an hour or so probably, and just bring to the 6A championship game versus Riverton versus West. So we're in for another battle.
See you back here shortly.
Thank you.